2016 marks UNDP's 50 years of service to humanity. To celebrate this momentous achievement, UNDP hosted this event at the United Nations offices in Harare on the 24th of February 2016. Reaching this day is truly a huge feat for UNDP. The organization has been working with Zimbabwe since 1980 to reduce poverty, empower women, create jobs, promote human rights, and protect the environment. Imagining a world where all people can prosper in their endeavors is the highlight and guide of UNDP's 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda for the next 15 years. This is also one of the many reasons for the much anticipated February 24th celebrations.
Welcome everybody to this event commemorating the 50th anniversary of UNDP. Together, we've achieved a lot since UNDP was established in Zimbabwe. We look forward to continuing working together in addressing the new Global Development Agenda, the Agenda 2030 on Sustainable Development Goals. So welcome and thank you for coming.
The day was filled with much joy, laughter, and lots of entertainment to celebrate the 50 years of hard work. This festivity was an occasion for member states to celebrate UNDP's past and chart a course for the future of global development. Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Simbarashe Mbengegwi, Mr. Gumisai Gapare, Director of Multilateral Affairs, spoke about the pride Zimbabwe has enjoyed in working with UNDP in the past 35 years.
Zimbabwe has made tremendous strides in its development path. Through our earlier country cooperation frameworks and presently the Zimbabwe United Nations Development Assistance Framework, Undp, and our own ZIM asset, the UNDP has been instrumental in the country's developmental narrative, building national consensus, strengthening the capacities of our national institutions to deliver intrinsic basic social services to all our citizens, including the most vulnerable, particularly those afflicted by HIV and AIDS, TB and malaria, and the overarching transition to full recovery and long-term development.
Some of the highlighted collaborations between Zimbabwe and UNDP are the formulation of the first and second Country Cooperation Framework, or CCF, for Zimbabwe, which emphasized economic policy advocacy, governance, and the combat of HIV and AIDS. The 2012 to 2015 UNDP program cycle focused on three programmatic areas: citizen participation and good governance, economic management and sustainable development, and social sector development and resilient livelihoods.
So in Zimbabwe, over the years from 80s to moving forward now, we have moved around the different emphases the country has evolved. And obviously, as we support the government, we meet some of those challenges which the country needs. Starting from the time like there were, no financial institutions in the country, UNDP has been working towards supporting based on economy, supporting on economic policy, supporting on institutional capacity building, establishing several institutions, helping establishing several institutions as per the request of the government.
Going forward, the new generation of development goals call for a fresh vision and new ways of doing business. In addition, UNDP will support the country in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and the COP21 Paris Agreement. This will be achieved through the new UNDP country program, anchored in the Zimbabwe United Nations Development Assistance Framework, Undp 2016 to 2020, and guided by ZIM asset.
We are all aware that a few weeks ago, government declared state of disaster in Zimbabwe. And I must give credit to the UN coordinator and his colleagues, and indeed the cooperating partners, how they quickly got together and started walking the same path with us. And
I'd like to take this opportunity also to express our profound gratitude, firstly to the Deputy Chief Secretary who's here, who's found time to be with us, to share the moments where we are celebrating our year of 50 years. At the same time, I'd like also to express our gratitude to our colleagues from Ministry of Foreign Affairs for being with us. You've been with us all along, and we hope that you continue gracing our occasions. I'd like also to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the UN country team. Some of the heads are here. We've worked together, we've collaborated together in supporting most of the programs. We anticipate that your presence here is a clear demonstration that we are still partnering in similar initiatives.
We are very committed, and we're putting a new energy in terms of rolling down the sleeves and making that happen. You heard that Deputy Chief Secretary saying our goal is not only looking at what we have in paper, but really making the changes in people's life in the villages at the household level, making sure every kids go to school, every household has food, what they need, every patient's HIV patients has medicine, there is a health service for everybody, we protect the environment, we help farmers to build resilience, increase their productivity, we protect the environment, we take preparation against disaster risk measures, we protect the environment. These are, some of the example of what we mean by translating SDG into action on ground.
At UNDP, we are committed to finish the job we started 50 years ago and end poverty once and for all. We imagine a world where all people prosper, societies are more inclusive, and the planet is protected from the worst effects of climate change. We want to leave no one behind.